Yo, what is good, yo? It's your boy Top back here with another video. First things first, if you are new to the channel and have not yet, please smash that subscribe button as we're on the road to 35,000 subscribers. Another side note is if you do need this Paul Pierce, if you need it grinded, or you need a MyTEAM limited ring for a weekend in which you're not available to play, please DM me. We can discuss prices, all of that, but I will be able to do that for you. It is early in the year and I have to grind my account as well, so take that into consideration when considering the price. Today what we are going to be doing is we are going to be going over the top 10 point guards in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. Now, coming up with this list was very difficult for me to do because there are a ton of good point guards in this game. As you guys know, the point guard position is super stacked, super valuable, especially when you're looking at unlimited, limited, because the point guards are going to be doing your main scoring. That's really the truth behind it all. Point guard is going to be that main type of playmaker. So when I was going through this, there's a lot of guys that could have made the list that didn't make the list. But guys, this is my personal list, and I want you guys to watch the video and then comment your thoughts down below. Who did I miss? Who would you have had higher? Who would you have had lower? Without further ado, let's hop right into the list. Starting the list off at number 10 is Ruby Kenny Smith. Now, this might come as a surprise to a lot of people, but I used him in kind of a competitive type game last night, and he was pretty good. Kenny Smith, he can do it all. He can dunk. He has a very smooth release, a very green release. I personally like this Kenny Smith quite a bit. He is 6'3", 6'6" wingspan, 17 gold badges, 15 on silver with 1 bronze badge, 93 ball, 80 driving dunk, 86 ball handle, 90 speed with ball, 88 speed with an 85 lateral quickness. Those are some absolutely incredible just stats. If you're looking at just the stats, those are very solid. Then you go into his badges, which I would say this. He doesn't have range extender, but if you can apply just a couple of badges, including a couple of these defensive badges, you can make this Kenny Smith an absolutely incredible player. Now, I know the badge system's kind of messed up right now, but look at his hot zones as well. Kenny Smith, in my opinion, when I used him last night, I was very shocked. Looking at his tendencies, he does have a 68 driving dunk, terrible on-ball steal tendency, but he's not going to be a good defender. You kind of want to hide him on that type of on a type of offensive player that's going to be very not very good. Now, if you look at what he has as far as moving crossover, everything like that, I don't really remember Kenny Smith being a very good dribbler. I just remember running with him because I remember his behind the back was terrible. I don't think his tween was too bad, if I remember right. I don't think his tween was bad, but his jump shot is what really stood out to me. This jump shot 37, I was like, wow. It's super green, and my first time ever really using him, it was absolutely incredible. I thought this Kenny Smith is pretty good for what he gives you. He's only a Ruby, pretty cheap, and for his budget might be the best card on this list. Ruby Kenny Smith comes in at number 10 on my top 10 point guard list. Coming in at number 9 is Diamond Isaiah Thomas, Zeke, as some of you guys know him by. 6'1", 6'4" wingspan. And I did use Zeke yesterday. 3 Hall of Fame badges, 27 on gold and 1 on silver. Does have a 76 3 ball, which hurts his value a lot. 65 driving dunk, 96 ball handle, 94 speed, 90 lateral quickness. On the defensive end, you know he is going to be absolutely incredible. His dribble sigs are not good though. Whatever his dribble sigs are, you don't want whatever they are because they're not good. I absolutely hate his dribble sigs. I would say his moving behind the back is pretty good. With the profile moving behind the back is very good. But other than that, there's nothing I really love about this card. His jump shot's not bad. I didn't agree with it, but that's probably a me problem, not an IT problem. 5 finishing badges, 3 shooting badges. The shooting is really what I noticed that I didn't love a lot. Playmaker-wise, he is going to be incredible with the diamond floor general and tight handles, as well as defensively, he is absolutely elite. He is only 6'1" and can't really shoot that well, which hurts his value a lot. The 3-point rating matters more in this game than it ever has before. Looking at his tendencies, he does have a 71 on-ball steal tendency, which is pretty good. But like I said, I did not like his dribble sigs at all, besides his moving behind the back when I played with him yesterday. That's kind of my opinion on Zeke, and that's why he is not higher. He comes in at number 9 on my top 10 point guard list. This one was tough for me because some people think Steph Curry is the best point guard in the game, and some people don't like him at all. I'm kind of in between. The problem with Steph and Curry is you really have to first be able to green a ton of shots. Second of all, you have to know how to dribble, have to crab, have to know how to do all of that. A guy like Splash Edition is going to be super good with Steph and Curry. A guy like DBG, for example, no slander to DBG, but DBG is probably going to be better with that Gus Williams type of card, including myself. So It's kind of the differences of play style, really. Steph is 6'3". As you guys can see, his cold zones, that's an absolute killer for this Steph card. 41 silver badges. It's kind of weird as well, but he does have an 89 3-ball. Can't really dunk. It's 45. He can if he can dunk, but he doesn't dunk very often. 89 ball handle, 80 speed, 75 lateral quickness. Absolutely no defensive badges, so if you want this Steph to be good, you're going to have to apply them. But he has a ton of silver badges, including range extender. I think all of them are upgradable too. Maybe not. I don't really know how badges work, but I know a badge like range extender probably should be upgradable, at least with how 2K wants it to work. I don't know if 2K does allow this range extender to be upgradable. That's something that I don't know. I know some people were able to give Kobe range extender while some people weren't. So I just don't know. The badge system right now is pretty broken, but as you guys can see, he does have that Stephen Curry base. Is going to have that Pro 2 tween, which is super, super good. I don't really love his moving behind the back, anything like that. But if you guys know how to dribble Stephen Curry, especially like his momentum behind the back, stuff like that, it is very, very, very good. Stephen Curry's dribble package is very elite. It truly is. People can definitely move and groove with Steph, and that is why he is as high as he is. He is a very good shooter, very good dribbler. That is why Stephen Curry comes in at number 8 on my top 10 point guard list. Coming in at number 7 is Diamond Stephon Marbury. Now, I've personally never used this Stephon Marbury, but I have dribbled with him in shoot around, and I wouldn't say I love his dribble six. His moving behind the back is fine. Plus, he's going to be a decent enough rim running point guard. 6'3", 6'4" wingspan, 30 gold badges, 4 on silver, 3 on bronze. If you look deeper into Stephon Marbury, he does have a 79 3-ball, 75 driving dunk, 92 ball handle, 91 2 ball, 91 speed, and an 82 lateral quickness. He's got a lot of finishing badges as well as shooting badges. Now, if you are going to run this card, you are going to probably have to apply that range extender badge that almost every card in the game needs. Playmaking-wise, he does have basically every playmaking badge that you need, as well as defensive-wise. He does have the bronze interceptor as well as silver trapper. But like with any player, you are going to have to apply badges to complete them. He is going to need the clamps, pick dodgers, some stuff like that if you want him to be a serviceable enough defender. But the thing I like about Steph Marbury compared to an Isaiah Thomas is the fact that he's 6'3". That 2-inch difference makes a pretty big difference. Hopping on to look at Stephon Marbury's tendencies, he does have an 80 driving dunk as well as an 84 on-ball steal tendency. Derrick Rose base, Pro 6 behind the back, which I think is pretty good. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do think the Pro 6 moving behind the back is good because of just what I remember from Stephon Marbury last year. I think that's the same thing as what Derrick Rose has. We will see. If not, it might not be good, but I still think that Pro 6 moving behind the back is good. The Pro 4 moving cross, it's kind of that tween that I don't like if it's the same as what he had last year. But overall, I do like this Stephon Marbury card. I'm going to have him very, very soon once I get on my triple threat, guys. Stephon Marbury is very good, coming in at number 7 on my top 10 point guard list. Coming in at number 6 is a guy I like just a little bit more than Stephon Marbury, and amethyst Derrick Rose, 6'3" with a 6'8" wingspan. 1 Hall of Fame badge, 23 on gold, 1 silver, and 5 bronze badges. The only thing that hurts is Derrick Rose is his 73 3-ball. That absolutely kills this card pretty greatly. Does have a 90 driving dunk, 93 speed with ball, 86 ball handle, 93 speed with a 78 lateral quickness. Looking at his finishing badges, he has basically everything he needs. Shooting wise, volume shooter, clutch shooter, catch and shoot, and corner specialist. No range stand or anything like that, but for this Derrick Rose, you know what you're getting out of him. Hall of Fame quick first step is such an important badge. You can't take that away. And that helps this card out greatly. As far as a rim running point guard, you're not going to find any better than Derrick Rose. Defensive wise, you're going to have to probably at least apply clamps, maybe something else, because on the defensive end, he is not very good. Hopping on to his tendencies, he does have an 80 driving dunk tendency. And trust me when I say this Derrick Rose card dunks on everybody. 84 on-ball steal tendency is pretty decent. He does have that Pro 6 moving behind the back with the Pro 4 move. Same thing as Stephon Marbury. Whatever Stephon Marbury has, this Derrick Rose is going to have. They're basically the identical cards with triple 6, release, everything like that. I just prefer Derrick Rose because of the Hall of Fame quick first step, because of the wingspan, and because he dunks on everything. Derrick Rose comes in at number 6 on my top 10 point guard list. Coming in at number 5 on my top 10 point guard list is Diamond Jason Kidd. 6'4", 6'8" wingspan, 3 Hall of Fame badges, 30 on gold, 1 on bronze. You guys can see he has hot spots from both of the hashes. 77 3-ball. Again, I wish I was a little bit higher, but I mean, Jason Kidd's going to get it done anyway. He can't dunk, which hurts him, but he does have a 93 speed with ball, 93 ball handle, 93 speed, as well as a 93 lateral quickness. So in the speed compartment and everything that matters, he has a very, very high rating. Hall of Fame teardropper. I don't really like the Hall of Fame badge if you give him one, but I can't really take that away from him because teardropper is more valuable in this game than I feel like ever before. I just personally still won't use it very much. Shooting wise, does have catch and shoot and difficult shots. Playmaking wise, needle threader, pass fake, maestro on Hall of Fame. So if you look at two of his three Hall of Fame badges are pass fake, maestro, and teardropper. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Playmaking wise, he does have dimer, downhill handles for days, quick first step, space creator, stop and go, tight handles, and unpluckable, all on gold. Defensive wise, clamps, interceptor, pick dodger, pickpocket, ties, defender, all on gold. So he has basically everything you need if you want to apply a badge. The biggest one I would recommend probably is that range extender, but you're going to want to boost that 3 up with a coach and shoot as well. Looking at his tendencies, obviously he's not going to dunk the ball. He does have an 82 on-ball steal tendency, which I like quite a bit. His release is terrible. I absolutely hate his release. And Jason Kidd on the offensive end isn't going to be that good. He is going to be one of the top point guard defensive players in the game though, because he is 6'4", and his stats, badges, everything on the defensive end is absolutely incredible. Does have that profile moving behind the back, which is pretty good as well. I personally have viewed Jason Kidd. I like the way he is on the offensive end. He does get boxed at times, but overall I do like Diamond Jason Kidd. He comes in at number 5 out of my top 10 point guard list. Coming in at number 4 on my top 10 point guard list is the glove. Gary Payton, 6'4", 6'7" wingspan. He's going to give you a pretty similar feel to a Jason Kidd type card. Does have that 79 3-ball, 60 driving dunk, so he can dunk. That's the one thing I like over this card compared to a Jason Kidd card. 89 ball handle, 88 speed with ball, 88 speed with a 94 lateral quickness. Big thing I see with Gary Payton's badges is the defense. I mean, really, when you look at the finishing badges, obviously you can apply some, upgrade some. Same thing with shooting. You can put range extender, catch and shoot, whatever you want on them. But playmaker wise, you need to upgrade all these badges. All of them are silver and bronze, which is better than nothing. But even that bronze quick first step definitely needs to be at least gold. Defense wise, he does have pick dodger, pickpocket, and tireless defender, all on Hall of Fame, which is absolutely elite if you're looking for a guy to box up the opposing point guard. He does have gold clamps, intimidator, lightning reflexes, trapper, as well as defensive leader as well, with silver interceptor and off-ball pass. You're going to need to apply badges or upgrade badges with this Gary Payton card. No doubt about it. But as far as a pure point guard standpoint with this 98 on-ball steal tendency, you're not going to get a better defensive point guard in the game. You're just not. There's no way around it. He does have jump shot 40. I've not been that green with it. It is a decent enough release, I do believe, though. Pro 2 tween, which it's not as good as last year, but it's still decent enough. I don't love that Pro 4 moving behind the back, but it is what it is. Layup package doesn't really, I don't really know what default small has. That's what most point guards have, and I really haven't noticed it too much. But the thing about him is he is going to be able to dunk the ball. Yeah, I would probably apply a shoe and coach if you do want to run this card consistently. But Gary Payton is still a very, very good point guard, coming in at number 4 on my top 10 point guard list. Coming in at number 3 on my top 10 point guard list is Diamond Jerry West. 1 bronze badge, 30 of them on gold with 4 Hall of Fame badges. 6'2", 6'9" wingspan though. He has a 93 3-ball, so that's the biggest difference from like a Gary Payton, Jason Kidd to this Jerry West card. Is it off rips, he has that 93 3-point shot, 45 driving dunk, 90 speed with ball, 90 ball handle, 90 speed with an 88 lateral quickness. Look at his finishing badge. He does have Hall of Fame slithery finisher with 5 other gold badges. Shooting wise, he does have clutch shooter, which that's about the last shooting badge I would want on Hall of Fame. But it's not terrible. I would just rather it be, a dead eye or something like that. But he does have catch and shoot, corner specialist, dead eye, slippery off ball, difficult shots, tireless shooter, as well as volume shooter on gold. Now you are going to need to probably apply range extender, especially to this Jerry West card with his shooting ability. Play wise, he does have Hall of Fame floor general, as well as the gold quick first step space creator, needle threader, handles for days, all of that. Defense wise, Hall of Fame tireless defender, gold clamps, interceptor, pick dodger, pickpocket, and trapper. So as far as complete point guards are situated, he's a top 3 complete point guard. He truly is. He can get it done on both ends of the court. If you just apply a few badges, he is going to be absolutely incredible. 86 on-ball steal tendency. Hopping into his dribble 6, I don't really remember using this Jerry West. I know his release. It's not terrible in this game, I don't think. I don't know how truly good it is. Has a profile moving behind the back, which is pretty decent. I personally like that moving behind the back. I haven't used Jerry West enough to know how truly good he is. I know he's not going to be able to dunk the ball, and that does hurt his value quite a bit. Jerry West comes in at number 3 on my top 10 point guard list. Coming in at number 2 on my top 10 point guard list is Pink Diamond Bob Cousy, 6'1", 6'8" wingspan, 4 Hall of Fame badges, 22 on gold with 1 on silver. Maybe it's me being biased, but I think Bob Cousy is so elite. 93 ball, 95 driving layup. He can't dunk the ball, but he does have a 93 speed ball, 92 ball handle, 93 speed with a 92 lateral quickness. Later, his finishing badges, that's where all of his Hall of Famers are: acrobat, fancy footwork, as well as giant slayer and teardropper. Shooting wise, he has that gold steady shooter, but you can apply the range extender on him, which makes him absolutely elite. And if there's a release I'm green with, it's probably Bob Cousy. I personally like his release quite a bit. Does have the gold ankle breaker, diamond floor general, needle threader, pass fake maestro, as well as silver break starter. So you are going to need to probably apply that quick first step badge to make this card even better. Defense wise, he comes with clamps, pick dodger, pickpocket. You're going to need to apply some more badges to this card to make him complete, but Bob Cousy is absolutely elite. Hopping into his tendencies, he has such a low on-ball steal tendency at 18, which hurts him compared to like a Jerry West, Gary Payton, but still, through and through, he does have that Chris Paul release that I like quite a bit this year. Moving behind the back is Pro 6, which you guys know I love that. Moving behind the back, Steph Curry layup package. Really between Bob Cousy and Jerry West, it's preference. I think just maybe it's biased. I like Bob Cousy more because I've used him more, but he is basically a very comparable player to that Diamond Jerry West. Both of them are very elite. Bob Cousy comes in at number 2 on my top 10 point guard list. Coming in at number 1 on my top 10 point guard list is a guy that is attainable. I know some people, at least on Xbox, have attained this guy, so I'm going to include him on my list. JoJo White, Peak Diamond Token Reward player, 6'3", 6'5" wingspan, 23 gold badge with 2 on Hall of Fame, 88 3 ball, 60 driving dunk, 93 ball handle, 96 speed with ball, 96 speed with a 92 lateral quickness. Finish wise, he does have 2 good badges, acrobat A and fancy footwork, as well as 3 other on gold. Shooting wise, catch and shoot, quarter specialist, difficult shots, hot start, and that gold range extender, so you don't have to worry about spending a bunch of MT to upgrade that to gold. It's already at gold. Playmaker wise, he basically has every gold badge you need, maybe to apply that bailout. Defensive wise, he does have pick dodger and pickpocket. You are going to need to apply the clamps, tireless defender, some stuff like that. But as far as a complete point guard standpoint, he's going to be able to shoot. He has rating center. He can dunk, and he is an elite defender once he gets the badges. Looking at his tendencies, he does have a 80 driving dunk tendency, which is very important, as well as an 84 on-ball steal tendency. Has that Paul George type release, which is very valuable. Now, I don't know how his dribble sticks are like. Without using him, I'm not that comfortable with the dribble moves as a whole. All I can tell you is just moving behind the back and moving crossover. None of those two stand out necessarily to me. Layup package is the default swing, which I like quite a bit. I think this JoJo White is going to be absolutely incredible. Now, until I use him, I can't really go too in depth, but I do believe he is the top attainable point guard in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM at this point. That is going to wrap it up for the video. Drop your comments down below. Who was I too high on? Who was I too low on? Who did I completely miss? Let me know. Let me know down below, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love y'all and have a blessed day.